Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Void Stranger, where, last time, we just got into this floor, and I'm taking a look at it. There are two tan statues in the way of the button that needs to be held down in order to get the exit open. And if we kill all the enemies, there's some troublesome Mon statues over here. And so... And there's a shadow tile right here, which makes it hard to pick up the exit and try to bring it down here, but I think that's what we need to do. But what is going to hold down the button? We need something. The only thing that I could use after the enemies are dead, I guess I could use a shadow. So if I got the shadow after all the enemies are dead, but after all the enemies are dead, there's going to be a laser beam here, effectively. Unless, before the enemies were dead, I managed to replace one of these tiles and push this Mon statue onto here and destroy it. Before the enemies were dead. And then after the enemies are dead, assuming I already have moved this tile south, some of these tiles will be able to disappear. I would then be able to grab a shadow follower, and if I had also moved, or at this point could move, oh, I can't lose all of these tiles because I'll lose my traversability to turn corners. This one in particular. Actually, can I ever pick up any of these 6 tiles? Yes. I can pick up and move the shadow tile. Shadow summoning tile. This is complicated. Okay. I don't want to overanalyze at the start. But I think basically I have to destroy this Mon statue. Eventually all the enemies have to die. I'll be cut off from the top. And then I will be using reconfiguring some of the flooring so that I can grab a shade and step on the button and get to the exit. I guess I could just put the exit here. No. Yeah, the exit would have to go after the button, which means the button's going to have to have moved as well. Okay, let's try to jump into it. There's a lot going on in this room. Also, I'm dead. So, figuring out how to get in right. Oh, these two, if I can get past them, these two Minotaur are just going to kill one another. So the question is, can I get past them? And where and when should I have done it? I think actually I might want to just wait for these snakes in the top row to go by. Nope, that was too early. So wait until one after that. I could go now, but wait one more turn and go now. Then the Mon statue gets me. Right. I have to go between the snakes on the bottom and on the top. What if I... Okay. What if I just turn right back to the north? Now that the Minotaurs are out of the way, the leeches need to stay alive for a while, so that I might have protection from Mon statues. Do I want both leeches alive, or could I kill one of them? I guess I could kill one of them. Both seems like it lets me go through the middle more frequently, and so I kind of think I want to leave both of them alive. So let's see if I can do the same thing and kill the bottom set of Minotaurs now. Actually, that looks challenging. Is there a gap? Yeah, there's a gap coming up right now. So if I went down, 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 No, this is not actually the appropriate gap. And I don't have space. Oh, and I need to... If I want to move any tiles, I need... Oh dear. I need some enemy to trigger one of these to fall so that I get a hole. Without a hole, I can't swap any tiles around. Which enemy is going to stand on a tile and how? I can prevent two Minotaurs from colliding by opening up a gap. There are no Lev statues. And then if I got one of the Minotaurs out of sequence and like traveling north-south or something. So imagine I pick up this tile and then bait them with this tile. But yeah, I think it has to be a Minotaur who steps on this for the second time, because the leeches are never going to be in that row. Okay. This is a giant mess. And so now it's just a matter of, is there ever a time that I will be able to go down there and grab that tile safely? So suppose I start heading south now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You'll be somewhere out of the way, and you won't have gotten in the way yet. So I think I can grab this tile now. I was wrong. We're going to take a risk and kill this leech so that I can continue. So I'm going to pick this tile up. Oh, danger. If I pick this tile up, I think I will be in deadly something. I gotta do something. I think the timing is wrong, though. I think I can't ever get back to the north after this. And I forgot about the Mon statue there. Okay, there's a lot going on. I want to try something different. What if I do the pickup thing on this row? This is going to make a giant mess. And then bait these guys. And so now there is a north-south Minotaur who's going to be very threatening. And yeah, it's pretty interesting though. I think this could be a plausible way to start. Oh boy. Where am I going next? After baiting the Minotaur to the north, I would then have to bait him to the south. Let's just go for it and see how it doesn't work out, so that we learn something for later. So the problem here is I need this leech alive to guard against the Mon statue. Alright, so that's not going to work. So what if I do thin out the leeches at the start to try to make things more manageable? I just killed both these Minotaurs and didn't mean to. Let's imagine that that's going to be okay. Just don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. Okay. There are only 2 leeches now. And they're not in the greatest of sync. Yeah, actually, they're in a very bad sync because they're not both covering their respective Mon statues at the same time. So that was a bad way to do things. But the idea could still work. But if I want to kill one of the top leeches, I would want to do it here, but then I want to take some tempos and get the surviving leech in a good sequence. And I think I see one coming. I think this will work to my favor. Except for I can't kill him yet because of the Minotaurs. Oh dear. And I can't kill him now because the other leech will be a problem. Yeah. So I need to get a different cycle of top leech. The cycles are still wrong. Darn it. But I like how those leeches were lining up there. Okay. Did I mention there's a lot going on in this room? Okay. Do I want to kill the top Minotaurs? Let's say yes. We're going to just try to simplify and just focus on leech control for the moment. And so I want to kill the left leech on the bottom. And I might be able to do it now, actually. Because I can take a tempo over here. I can't take a tempo over there because there's only one side of leeches I could be on now. You big dummy. Alright, don't worry. Everything's fine. So I wouldn't be... So I want to kill over here. Okay. In that case, I'm not sure that this timing can ever line up. Yeah, okay. So let's not... Let's leave both of the top leeches alive? Question mark? No, that's not going to make things any better. What if I killed the other leech on top? How would I do that? Is that possible? I would need to be facing down or facing up. So what if I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, no. I can disrupt the pattern of the top leeches. Somehow. Not like that. Right. Here's how I disrupt the pattern. I pick up a tile, and I wait. The pattern has been disrupted. I put the tile back down, and now they're in a different sync than they used to be. Yes, and that's a very nice sync. Is it? Yeah, it seems to leave a bigger gap in between the two of them. That's what I want to do. That is definitely what I want to do. Do I also want to kill the Minotaurs? Let's imagine I want to kill the Minotaurs. So let's do that. And now using this nice enormous gap that I've created, let's try to do a similar thing with the leeches on the bottom. But I really need to pick my moment. I might need to come at it from this side, I think. So right now is not a good time. What about now? Down, down, pick up, up. One of the leeches up top is going to get me. And I can't even try to, like, stab one of the leeches in the second row now. What about now? No, there's never time to do this now, is there? Yeah, no matter how I do this, there's not time. I made a wider gap in the middle, but the gap to... The gap to return on the same side that I'm going down, which is what I have to do, has kind of narrowed. Yeah, so I don't like the way that I disrupted them up there. Okay, this puzzle is clearly impossible. Why don't I go off camera for 2 hours and come back when I've made any progress at all? So I managed to make a small bit of progress. I've gotten rid of a tile, but it occurs to me the tile I got rid of, I can't pick up. I can't gain a shadow follower, which means... Oh, I can pick up the shadow follower tile already, though, and move it there. And then something... Okay, hold on. There might still be... No, I can never be facing south from here. Well, yeah, I could have... Too much going on. Alright, let me get back to that state just to play around with it for a moment. Okay, I'm back in this state. And so from here, I could pick up this tile, but I can't place it in the other hole. So I need to use the Minotaurs to... How am I ever going to move tiles? I definitely need to move tiles. This puzzle is unsolvable without moving tiles. What tiles do I need to preserve in order to make any of these tiles movable? And I think maybe the answer is this tile. Is there a way? I don't think there's a way. What I was going to ask is there a way? Oh, maybe there is a way of keeping this tile as untouched purple so that... why did I want that? And cause the Minotaurs to make a hole in at least one of these so that I can... Come on, brain, you can do it. No, the Minotaur... This is clearly impossible. Oh my gosh. I was going to say so that I can move the shadow tile from here to here, and then I'd have access to a hole here that I could fill with other tiles. Let's look at things from a different point of view. Is it possible to ever get rid of a Minotaur without having him step on the corresponding tile he's right next to? Because it feels like it would be useful if I can stand on these tiles at least once. Doing so would require either moving the Minotaur north-south, which is clearly impossible, because if I were one north or one south of either of these Minotaurs, they just immediately kill me. Or having them be dead already, which is also impossible. So no. These four, I can never step on any of these four. Because the Minotaur will have already stepped on it. So I've been calling them Minotaurs. Canonically, the game calls them beavers, because that's what Ninny calls them. So apologies for that. So this is the only purple tile that I can ever step on, and I can only step on it once. And somehow, I have to get a hole. And previously I managed to get the hole here, but that's... the way I did it was I stepped on it and get the Minotaurs baited in there. And that's no good skis. Wait, there is a flaw in my previous logic. After I get these two Minotaurs to crash into one another, it then is possible for me to move over here and cause this one to move upwards. And now all of a sudden the possibility of me ever walking on this block has gone from 0 to non-zero. So let me focus on that for a moment. So what happens now? Well, I lost access to the exit, but I am able to do that, which is something I have never done before. And furthermore... Oh, come on, brain. The only useful tile that I could pick up with this, I think, is this one, except for this one's unpickupable, because the only way to pick it up is if there's a leech to my right, and if I spend my pickup move, the leech will eat me. Okay. I've at least proven that that's possible to do. Okay, let's actually walk through the steps of that part just to witness what's happening here. It's actually not that complicated. I kill these two guys, and then I'm going to wait for this snake to give me a big opportunity once again. I'm actually going to wait one extra one so that the two top guys won't collide this time. Oh, the bottom guys collided. Oops. That might be fine, actually. This could be a useful and salvageable situation. So, bottom left Minotaur. I cannot bait him to the top because of the Mon statue in the top left. I need him to eventually create a hole somewhere. Do I need him to create more than one hole? I mean, I can't, right? Yeah, I can't. If I only have one Minotaur alive, you can only create one hole. And the hole that would be useful to me... I don't think he can even create a useful to me hole now that I'm looking at it. I could get him to create a hole here, I think, maybe. Because I think I could walk down here, step on this tile. Can I step on this tile and get away with only one snake here? Let's imagine that I could. Or I could walk... I can't walk and step on this tile. And I've already explored the hole here. So this one would be interesting. Let's imagine that I can get him to... I could trigger the tile, that baits him over, he walks over the tile and dies. Now there is a hole here. But he stepped on this one, so I can't step here, and I can't step here, and I can't step here, so there's no angle that I could put something in this hole, so that still doesn't help me. So yeah, again, the... I really need a hole... If I have multiple holes, like, any of these holes don't seem to help. Okay, I'm still missing something in the very big picture. Ignore all the enemies, and just imagine you can create one or two holes on the purple tiles. How would you move any tiles around? Because you have to move tiles in order to solve this puzzle. I think I might have an answer, which is if I made a hole here, and furthermore did it in such a way that this tile was still purple, then I would be able to pick up any tile, say a white tile, walk here, go north, and put a tile here. Except that that's impossible because it's right next to a Mon statue. Could I do it over here? Imagine I make a hole here. I'm not sure how I do that yet, but imagine there's a hole here. I could walk down here with a white tile in hand and walk up here, if this Minotaur had somehow disappeared, and since this tile is supposedly purple in this hypothetical situation, that means this Minotaur was already dead, perhaps he died here, and I somehow baited this Minotaur to the north, but I can't bait this Minotaur to the north, because I can't approach from here, and I can't approach from here due to the Mon statue. Which means this can't be a purple tile. And this Mon statue prevents the other one. And therefore, the puzzle's impossible. Alright, I don't know how long it's been. I'm continuing to work on this. And here is what I'm currently working with. I'm still not sure if it's right or where I'm going, but at least I'm kind of doing something. So I can do this. And that seems pretty good. Now what occurs to me is if somehow I could make a hole... I was going to say here, but maybe even here would work. I hadn't thought about this much. Because this tile is still preserved. And so if I made a hole here, then I could walk here like with a white tile from somewhere and fill it, and then I'd have 3 of these tiles in a row. And with 3 of these tiles in a row, where's the hole now? Wherever I dropped it off. So then I could pick up one of these things and move it there. Yeah, it feels like some stuff starts happening. And in particular, I could pick up the shadow tile and move it there. Yeah. So... suppose I try to get this guy to walk over here and walk back. That seems plausible, actually. So in order to do that... oh boy. Well, I could pick up this tile and walk over here. Yeah, okay. So I see something. I'm 1 ahead of where I needed to be, so let me do that again, but with an extra tempo. So if I pick up this tile, bait this guy over here, I need the snake to be on my right. And so my intention is to face left, put the white tile back down, and then have a safe way to exit so that this guy will trigger this tile and I'll have a hole here, and then I'll be able to fill the hole by coming back in here, stepping here, and then filling the hole. That's my current intention. So in order to do that, once again, I'm going to step left, fill, and then I need to move up on the next move, and I need the snake to be over here. So I need the snake to be here. Step left, fill. So I guess I want the snake here moving right. That seems right. So let's wait until the snake is there moving right. Yes. Okay. I've done a thing. And it occurs to me also that I can just trap the snake over here for a moment like this. I was thinking for some reason I was going to be able to push the Mon statues into the thing. I think I can, actually. Hold on. Oh, maybe. Maybe. So this is a tile I want to get out of the way. So let's get it out of the way. I want to replace it with a good tile. So let's grab a good tile. Oh, do not go north now. Maybe wait for the snake to be back over to the right. And then do it? Yeah. Okay. I definitely have cracked open the doorway to this puzzle finally. I took 2 breaks in the middle So it's like, I don't remember when I started recording. It's like 2 hours later. But there were breaks. So, now I am capable of bringing the exit from the north to the south. So I guess that's my next goal. And I have plenty of space to do it. So there's the exit tile. I need to wait for bottom snake to be on the right. Okay. So the exit tile is down here now. I think I also need the shadow tile down here with me somewhere. And so the correct way to do that would be to pick up one of these. Does it matter which one? Let's pick up this one. Actually, I'm going to pick up this one for reasons. Okay, so I need bottom snake to be on the right. Okay. Top snake is on the left. That's great. My wand now has free space in it. So once again, let's wait. And what tile do I want to pick up next? I want another white tile. And I can safely grab this. But now I have to wait for bottom snake again. I am recording, right? Yes, good. Yeah, I could move this to the north and then get rid of one of the Mon statues, and that will make things easier. Okay. I was having doubts about that somewhere in the middle. Like, that was part of my original plan, and then kind of discarded the plan, and now I'm back to realizing that's a good plan. And actually, there's no reason for me not to take this tile. That's a fantastic tile, because now that snake is just always sitting over there, where he's not hurting anybody. I can't push it to the north. I would be stepping in front of the statue to push it to the north. I'm glad I just thought of that. Okay, so there was a reason that I can't discard the Mon statues. Okay, that's fine. So then the next thing I want to do is actually have my hole down here with me. So this seems like a fine spot for a hole. Hello, Leech. You have been very useful, but I think I'm just going to leave you up there. And I don't think I ever need to go to the north, so I need to figure out exactly when I'm going to kill the North Leech. But I'll worry about that in a moment. The thing I need to do next is get the shadow tile down here so that I will be able to utilize it to get to the exit at the end of all of this mess. And yes, I have plenty of space. It's time to kill the North Leech and then prepare to kill the South Leech, I'm pretty sure. Is there any other configuration of bottom tiles or any crazy stuff I want to do? Oh, I see a good way to kill the South Leech. Let's go ahead and kill the North Leech. I have plenty of space at this point, and there's just so long as I never go in the north row, we'll be fine. So I could pick up one of these tiles and just put it in front of Duty Head over there with the right timing. And then, do I have enough room to move the button? I would have a hole with me, so I think yes. So I think we have solved it, finally. Yeah, I can put this down. He's simply going to turn around, but not step into it. Then I can go south. And now I have access to the button. And I have access to a shadow tile. And those things are not currently in the correct order. But I believe I have enough space to reorder such things. The exits... Is this still not quite right? There we go. This is correct. I have done it. Okay. That took me a lot of time. But it felt good once it was done. Oh, and that's it! Oh! Baby. Baby, 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 baby. We are getting the wings. Hello, wings. Alright, we did it. Which means now I can do this, and this, and this, and this, And I'm back here with the wings. Haha! Okay. I have no idea where I am in an episode, so let me go check on that. Well, it appears that one room maybe took the whole episode, pretty much. But we got the wings. The wings are amazing. They're the most overpowered item, and so certainly everything's going to be really easy from here on out, right? Right? I can't wait to see what else they have in store, but I think that's where I'm going to call it an episode for today. So I'm going to say I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Void Stranger. For now, bye-bye.